Welcome to In the Loop on Air, the only fan-sourced podcast produced by and starring its fans. Starring Clint Novak, Alyssa.
For 2 years, Kings Dominion has been celebrating their 40th anniversary, and today we'll be celebrating the new and improved Soak City. My name's Alyssa Baird, and we're going to take an exclusive look at Soak City. So let's go check it out. Yes!
Roller coaster expert Reese Atkins.
In front of Kings Dominion 2 ride Delirium. I have a source, and his name is Clint Novak, and he has told me that in this grassy field behind me, there will be a 200-foot launched RMC roller coaster built in 2017. I have an official Kings Dominion representative, star of the hit show Open Mic Karaoke, Chris Craig, here to confirm or deny the rumors. It's not happening? Chris says it's not happening.
Don't forget Randall.
We forgot about Randall.
And of course, you. And now, here's your host, Clint Novak.
All right, welcome to In the Loop on Air. My name is Clint Novak. It is Monday evening, 8 o'clock, and we are almost all here. Randall's having some difficulty connecting in, but he's trying very hard in the other room to be a part of the show.
You know, let's not beat around the bush. Randall was killed while playing Pokemon Go. He was in the middle of the street, he was looking at his phone, and he was run over by a bus.
You know, we were just talking before the show started, and evidently all of us are playing Pokemon Go, and my first experience with Pokemon Go was I downloaded it, I believe it was Saturday morning, and I downloaded it to be like, I had to check it out to see what everybody was talking about, and me and my wife decided we'd walk around the block to see how Pokemon Go works. And we walked around the block, and as we're walking down the street, we see somebody else walking towards us, and then I realized it's Randall, who is now also playing it, and he lives in the same place we do, okay? We left and went around two different areas. We ran into him, and then me and Randall were like, well, we're gonna go around and see if we can find a couple more. And then 3 miles later, we finally got back to the house, and it was like 2 hours worth of hunting, and it was exhausting.
Now, I noticed that at Funland, you guys are using it as a little bit of a marketing tool.
That's why I had to look at it, because I had no clue. Like, our GM Chris decided to throw that out there, and we have two Pokestops or Pokestops, or whatever you want to call them. Pokemon stops? What are they?
Pokestops.
Pokestop.
Something like that.
Pokestops. We have two of them at Funland. So, and this gets even crazier, because last night, after we closed, one of our Pokestops turned into an incent, 30 minutes of attracting the Pokemons to that location. And the people were driving through Central Park, and they would come to our location, get them, and then go over across the street and get them across the street and drive down the road, and then they'd come back and then get them and then drive away. It was like, what the hell's going on? It was like 11:30 at night, and they're driving around our parking lot like crazy. We came into work this morning, and there was like 3 cases of empty beer sitting in our parking lot. They decided they were going to have a little Poke party in our parking lot and just cash up. Yeah.
Well, anyone who's friends with me on Facebook saw that I was openly denouncing Pokemon Go. I said I would not download it, and I had no intention of doing so.
And how long did that last? We lost you, Reese. Your mic broke or something.
So, am I still? Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Okay. So
this is not a good internet day.
No. Pokemon's killing the internet.
So the other,
I am running through my phone right now.
Really?
Yeah, it won't connect to the Wi-Fi.
It's crazy.
It keeps telling.
And Alyssa,
his internet is terrible.
No, all internet is just going crazy.
So, but I said on Facebook openly, I will not download Pokemon Go. I have no intention of getting the app. And then the other day, I was at Kings Dominion, and I was sitting in the Victoria Pizza restaurant, and I'm like, you know what, I might as well give it a shot. So I download the app, and the first thing, and I just tap on something, then I see Drop Tower. Like, it says Drop Tower in the app. And I was like, what is this? And so then, once I got the gist of it, I saw that there was a lot of stuff down in Dinosaurs Alive. So I decided to walk down into Dinosaurs Alive to play the app. And I walked down to the desk, and I hand him my Platinum Pass, and I said, I'm coming down here to play Pokemon Go, and they were like, you've got to be the 200th person today. Like, we've had
That's the best thing for Dinosaurs Alive ever is Pokemon Go.
The attendance for Dinosaurs Alive is going through the roof because of Pokemon Go.
We have definitely been toying around with the idea of throwing some incense down at Central Park Funland and telling people like it's 6 o'clock today we're throwing incense down, so come on down for a half hour and have some fun. And we didn't get to it, but yesterday being Sunday, there's a church across the street and they had their incense going almost all day. So it's like people were throwing it down there all day because I guess they're at church. So why not? You got to.
And it's also a gym.
It's also a what?
A gym?
Yeah, the church across the street has a gym. Like, we're going to kick their butt. I'm getting everybody at Funland to join Team Yellow, whatever it is. What is it?
I joined
Instinct.
Team Red. I joined Team Red, and I regretted it. Do not join Team Red. Everyone's going on yellow and blue.
Can you not change?
If you can, I don't know how.
No, we need to figure it out.
But there are. I haven't been to Busch Gardens. When we're going this week, I'll see what the deal is there. But there are 3 gyms in King's Dominion. One of them is at Americana. One of them is at the T-Rex in Dinosaurs Alive, and one of them is like in the parking lot near the entrance. So that's your gym states. But I have a feeling those are going to be really active. So it's going to get to the point.
Gym or gem?
What is it?
Isn't it a gym? Like I go work out at a gym?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
No, I thought you were saying gem. Like they have a gem down there in the Seven Dwarfs mine.
No. I mean, it's a gym. There are 3 in the park, and an abundance of Pokestops.
Wow. I'm going to have to go get one of those chargers for my phone because, like I said, me and Randall were out for 2 hours, and my phone was completely dead when we got back. Me and Randall are going out tonight to go play it, but we're not playing it in my neighborhood because my neighborhood sucks. We're going to a neighborhood down the street where you normally take your kids to go trick-or-treating because it's amazing because they have a whole bunch of Pokestops and a gym. So we're going to go over there and we're going to kick their little 14-year-old butts.
Yeah, I don't know what I was about to say.
We lost Alyssa. Alyssa had a great Pokemon story, and she's not even... for the record, I don't know anything about Pokemon other than Pokemon Go. I've never paid attention to anything about Pokemon except Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I don't follow it either. I mean, it's never been a game I played. I got the app, and this has been my first. And I do have a 3DS. Excuse me, hold on. Let me grab my 3DS.
Oh, yeah, go run and do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Pennywood has 3 gyms and 20 Pokestops. That's crazy.
Oh, she can be in the chat, but she can't be on the show. I see how it is.
What's going on, Alyssa?
I'm back. This is my 3DS. It is the new Nintendo 3DS Zelda edition for all the video game nerds. Love my 3DS. But one of the biggest games on 3DS is Pokemon. I mean, and I've never played it. So my sister has a copy of Pokemon Omega Ruby. I'm getting ready to start playing that. So yeah.
Give me a blue or red, and it's game on.
I just looked over at the computer screen and realized I spelt month wrong. I was in such a hurry to get the show up. I was like, oh crap, I got to get everything done, and I just started. I think I typed month.
It's spelled right.
It is? My brain.
Yes.
MONTH. How else would you spell month? What other way is there to spell month?
I don't know.
The Canadian way where they put U's that are silent.
Yes. Okay.
What is going on with this light?
And A's that don't even belong there.
Or let Clint spell things like he wants to.
Yeah. Damn it. I spell it the way I want to. And I say that there's a U in month. Okay. So other people, Jason was asking what's everybody's level. I'm at level 8, but I have not had a chance to really play the game tonight.
I'm at level 6.
Oh, okay.
Because somebody cheats.
Who cheats? Me?
Yes.
Well, how do I cheat?
Oh, you know.
I would love to know how you cheat so I can start doing it.
Please tell me how I cheat.
I don't know how to play
Because
the
while
game.
some of them are unavailable during the day on their phone.
Okay. This is where he's getting. So when we're at Central Park Funland, Randall works there in the maintenance department. I work there as a manager. Employees are not allowed to have their cell phones, except for managers. So that's what you mean? That's how I'm cheating?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All I do. I don't actually hunt Pokemon at. Is it Pokemon or Pokemons?
Pokemon. Oh my God.
Pokemon.
Here we go. We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
Oh.
We're doing it live.
Get him, Reese.
Here we go.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You can't even get it on the first try. Suck at this game, Reese. You suck at this game.
Oh, there we go.
You got him. All right, good job. All right, so we're not going to talk too much more about this. I wish Alyssa was here. Alyssa, you need to come back. It's just not the same without you.
Mm-hmm.
While we're talking about gaming, Reese has been toying around with the idea of getting Roller Coaster Tycoon World, and
I have not. I read the reviews on Steam. It's not happening.
No, see, now this is the crazy part. It is Steam. The reviews are awful on there. They're absolutely awful. No, I was trying out this new software that we want to try to get for this show, but I got an email back from the company that makes the software, and they said it's not going to happen. There's no way you can make it happen. They just said that. I said I want to buy your software, and they said it's not happening. It's not going to work. But with the software, I was able to do a live gaming thing with Roller Coaster Tycoon World earlier this week at like 11 o'clock at night. And what shocked the hell out of me is within the first 30 seconds of me just clicking live and trying to figure out how to copy and paste the link somewhere so people could watch it, I already had people watching it. I was like, that was crazy.
We are blowing up.
We're blowing up. We've got at least 100 subscribers. That's nothing. That's craziness. In the Loop proper better be shaking in their boots with their
Roller Coaster Tycoon World appears to be horrible, but I proposed to you the idea, I think a month or two ago, that we have a circle on PlayStation or Xbox after the show each night where we play video games.
We used to do that. On
it used to be Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Modern Warfare and Halo Nights. Oh, the Halo Nights. It was amazing.
We should bring it back. I would buy, if you wanted to do it, I would buy, if we had to do it on Xbox, I'm a PlayStation, I would consider getting an Xbox One to do it.
Yeah, I have an Xbox One and I only have one game for it, and that's Minecraft. So, yeah, that's...
If you
they redid the messages. Ooh.
If you didn't see, Jason Balinskis put a photo up in the Loop on Air group of him catching a Pokemon on top of my face. That's good to see. All right.
One thing I did want to point out as well before we get into watching some videos this week is Reese, Randall, and myself had a chance to go. What is this cat doing?
Tell that cat to shut the hell up. We're on the internet.
We're on the internet. I tried. Sounds like... Oh, no. Reese, Randall, and myself, we had a chance to go to... was it King's Dominion? Did all three of us do the roller coaster video at King's Dominion, or was that just me?
No, it was you and I that did the...
No.
It was just me and Reese. Okay, so
it was us three at Busch Gardens.
Oh,
yeah, we did.
That video has got it. We have a video of the construction update, and that's it, because we didn't get a chance to see All for One when we were there. It was canceled due to rain, which never happened. But we're going to go back Wednesday. We've got a really cool GoPro wrist mount that just arrived a couple of days ago, so we're going to be able to get the POVs of us on the ride, because SeaWorld parks allow GoPros on the ride as long as you check in at guest services and have the right harnesses. So we have the official harness. We have the nerdy body vest, which I'll make Reese wear on some rides. And we're going to have a great time.
Why me? Why do I have to?
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
I am too fat to fit in the front seat of most of the rides. Apollo's Chariot I could do. We've already got fun. But
fair excuse.
Yeah, I'm excused. So we're going to get some great videos on that. It's going to be an amazing video. And right now, that video is blowing up on In the Loop proper. So it's doing really, really well.
The danger zone.
Hi. decided to join.
Good.
I thought about it. I'm like,
Yeah,
I guess I will
That's
grace
what's up.
my presence upon them.
Yeah, you were here for like 10 seconds. You're like, screw this, I'm bouncing.
Already, yeah.
Now, Alyssa, if you saw the roller coasters at King's Dominion video, we filmed the avalanche section thinking about you and Jason. So.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's too bad.
Did you see the video,
Yeah.
Alyssa?
I watched the first half and then I got bored, so
Wow. Okay.
I was like in the middle of something. But I did watch like I think I watched like through Avalanche and something else, but
We
yeah.
put a lot of effort in that video,
It was a
Alyssa.
good video. It was a very good video.
She was just upset that she wasn't in it, so that's the problem.
Exactly.
Well, this Wednesday, you need to come with us. You need to just tell your work that you can't count signs that day, and that you need to come ride roller coasters with us, or count signs on your way to Busch Gardens.
Maybe if you went on a day other than normal business hours, then I would be happy to go.
You know, first of all, they never do construction during normal business hours. It's always in the middle of the night, or like 6 o'clock in the morning. My neighbor is putting a roof on, or something like that. No, none of that stuff ever happens at regular business hours.
That's incredibly true. I was on 95 and I was stuck in construction traffic for an hour yesterday because I just barely missed the King's Dominion exit, and I was stuck in traffic for an hour. It was great.
Barely missed, like you plowed over the exit 98 sign, and you just didn't
No.
look it over.
Like I went past the King's Dominion the Doswell exit, and then like literally I turned the corner and there was traffic, and the next exit was like a couple miles down, and so it was just construction traffic, and I sat in it for an hour. It was awesome.
Yeah, I saw the sign. It was like construction past like mile marker 93, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
Before that.
that's it. So it was awesome.
My cat's going crazy. I'm trying to get him to come over to my lap so he shuts up. All right, there we go. Ignore the tail flopping around. All right, so
What is going on?
he wouldn't shut up, so I tried to get him on my lap so he'll just be quiet for a second.
Could you have said that a little less descriptive? Ignore this tail flopping around my face.
Flopping around. Look, he's so old.
Oh.
Diego.
Yeah, he's such an old guy. All right, shut up. All right, so yeah, we're going to be doing another roller coaster video from Busch Gardens. Randall, Reese, myself, and a special guest may be joining us.
Who's the special guest?
Reese, you don't know the person. Randall, you do know the person.
Can we find out?
That doesn't.
Yes, I can tell you right now. Are you
All right.
His name is Donnie.
Donnie?
Hellbig?
No,
Who's Donnie?
Donnie is a guy who works at Funland.
Is that actually who it is?
There's a chance that we're bringing like a 65-year-old maintenance worker from our work.
Oh.
This is why I don't like going to theme parks with Clint Novak. This is why I don't go to theme parks with Clint Novak, right?
Good guy.
No, okay, all right. I'll give Donnie a chance. Me and Donnie might become good friends. Who knows?
You might get a job. You might get a job at Funland.
I'm good. I'll pass. It's too far. If I lived up there, I might consider it.
You get all pissy. I can't have my cell phone and play Pokemon at work. You got me.
Yeah, the staff at Food Line got a picture of me wandering around the parking lot on my phone on the clock.
By the way, what's up with this video that you took, like calling me out, like you're gonna big challenge coming up? This challenge.
Oh, you're gonna have to wait till the end of the show to find out what's going on with that.
Teaser.
All right, are we ready?
That was really seductive.
All right, we got some videos to watch. We've got some. I was really expecting for being off for like, what was it? It was 2 weeks. It feels like we've been off forever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we would have more people who have put in videos, but we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 videos. So we'll be watching those. Also,
Last week you had the replacements.
Your internet's.
What's the week before?
We can't understand anything you're saying. I'm done.
I'm done.
All right. So, All right, so we've got 7 videos to watch tonight. Also, lots of people have been asking. Actually, just one person's been asking. Josh has been asking, what are we doing with guest hosts? A couple weeks ago we had an issue with one of our guest hosts receiving threats. We did not like that at all. We shut down everything, all the voting and stuff like that, until we could figure out what we're going to do. I think we've come up with a plan, and I think that plan is only the hosts of the show are going to vote for the guest hosts. So what we'll do is towards the end of the month we'll air everybody's auditions. Each one of us will get a vote, and we will pick which host we think is best suited to join us for the first Monday of the month. You guys like that idea?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was in the chat. What?
Exactly.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so we're going to go with that, and hopefully, you guys appreciate our judging decision-making abilities.
I like having all the power.
So, well, hold on. We are the ones picking the guest host now?
Yeah.
We are going to.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's going to get ugly.
Please make sure your auditions are as sarcastic as physically possible. I will only vote for people who are completely sarcastic.
Gotcha.
What I'm saying is, the more the more votes you might get. So.
So she. Okay, all right. So she's running for public office. Got it. Okay.
Attractive women are encouraged to audition.
Except PayPal.
And also, by the way, Reese is looking for somebody to ride Avalanche with him.
Yeah.
Attractive person.
Also,
Yeah.
I can be paid off. I do accept cash bribes, so feel free.
Cash? Give him technology. Come on.
Yeah, you get pokey credits.
Candies?
Take those too.
We're going to give you pokey candy. Oh, man. All right, so let's. We got videos turned in from LaRon, Carowinds, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, all over Florida, Dollywood, Utah. I think a foreign country other than Canada, because Canada is also a foreign country. And Ranger has some type of update, not from Iowa, but about Iowa. So we've got all those videos to watch, and I think Rangers is up first. So if you guys are ready, we will watch Rangers video. If you guys wanted to submit a video, we obviously take your videos, watch them on the show. And the more videos you guys send us, and the better they are, the least amount of time we'll spend talking about Pokemon. So definitely send in your videos, and all you have to do is shoot it, upload it to Google Drive, and then share it with clintnovak@gmail.com. Let's check in with Ranger.
Hey guys, it's Ranger. I'm just at home right now, but soon I'll be traveling to Adventureland in Iowa. I'll be checking out all their great rides, including the new Monster roller coaster. And, well, anyway, as someone who grew up in Iowa, I thought I'd give everyone some pointers on how to pack for the Adventureland trip. So the first thing you want to pack for your Adventureland trip is some amusement park t-shirts. Now, if you have a lot of shirts like me, it might be difficult to pick which ones you want to take, but for this trip, it makes absolutely no difference because there's no chance that anyone from Iowa will have been to the amusement parks that you bought the t-shirts from. Adventureland has a fairly new water park, so bring along your swimsuit and your towel to enjoy the state-of-the-art slides. The next items you want to pack for your trip are a hat, gloves, and a warm coat.
Love that hat.
A lot of people don't realize this, but it can get very cold at nighttime, even in the summer in Iowa, with temperatures regularly dropping below freezing. In fact, Iowans spend the first 30 minutes of their day scraping off ice just so they can get to work, and that's just to clean off the bathroom mirror. Not only is it painfully cold in Iowa, it's painfully boring. That's why I always have a box of crayons with me to help pass the time. Finally, it's a plastic bag, full of plastic bags. The best thing about Iowa is definitely the corn, and you want to have lots of plastic bags so you can take all this corn back home with you. Now, all the corn in Iowa is exactly the same, and it's all delicious. And what's amazing is the farmers don't even mind if you run into their fields and take all the corn you want with you. So just run into any field you see, fill up all your plastic bags with corn, and take it back home for a delicious meal.
That's about it. Watch for the Adventureland video on the In the Loop channel, and I'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Ranger packing for his Iowa trip. All right, shoot your video, upload them to Google Drive, and share them with ClintNovak@gmail.com. You know, I grew up in Minnesota, which is next to Iowa, and we make fun of Iowa a lot. One thing that's not true, and I'm pretty sure he knew he was joking when he said it. He just doesn't probably know that it fell on deaf ears because nobody else knows. Not all corn is the same. You can't eat any corn. You can't just pull up to a cornfield in Iowa and take their corn because most of that's for cattle and it tastes nasty. So you're going to be making corn that's just nasty.
Very informative video.
Yeah, I like the swimsuit and the gloves and coat. Yeah, good deal.
I like the Wii U hat.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal.
Now, I'm going to pose a question that he kind of brought up on topic.
Okay.
Is it acceptable to wear a shirt from, like, the park to the park you're going to?
I always try to wear a shirt from another. I really don't concentrate. I usually wear this shirt all the time. I love my
Yep. Yep.
That is actually completely accurate.
I have 3 of these Coasting for Kids shirts, and I wear them all of the time. I love them.
Clint Novak literally has a SpongeBob wardrobe.
It's cargo shorts and that shirt with his beanie hat.
That's like a shelf.
That's very good.
It's a shelf of the spinny hat.
Clint Novak admitted to me that he had a box full of Paramount's King's Dominion beanie hats the other day that's lasted him years.
No, I only got 3 left. I only got 3 left. I'm in trouble. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Wednesday I'll wear something different.
Now, I actually want to bring something up.
Yeah.
So Gavin said we need to make a video about Pokemon Go, and this is brilliant. Why don't we make a video playing Pokemon Go at Busch Gardens?
Oh!
Oh!
That's a great idea.
Okay. I think that's going to be a video I'm just filming you running around like an idiot. We have great footage of Randall doing something at Busch Gardens. Should I pull some? It's all raw, so I would have to pull something up. But let's see if I can.
Do I know what you're talking about?
No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me see if I can. I have to find it, and that's going to be the difficult part. Okay, this is just again. This is strictly nothing has been edited yet. All right, let me throw this here and this here. I found the raw footage. We're throwing it in. We're throwing it in. Here we go. All right, so here's some video we shot at Busch Gardens.
Oh, hi. Randall here. We're here at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Escape from Pompeii. I got a stack of quarters. Let's go have some fun. What?
You walked away just as it was. All right, now it's very important that you find the perfect geyser when you're doing stuff like this. And we found the one that's the least expected because it shoots from behind them. That wasn't a very good one. That was our first shot. That was our first shot.
That was calibration test.
Yeah, calibration.
He pointed at the camera. The guy in the front row.
Now, we did $5 worth of quarters on this. So what's that? 20 times, basically, we did this?
Yeah.
Great math, Clint.
Yeah. Give or take. There were some times that we didn't video, so.
And I just want to say that I hate people who do this.
That was
Me too.
Oh, we definitely had like a array of people's reactions, some good, some bad. I'm going to try to find a few more real quick. Just
See, on Escape from Pompeii, I only ride that ride when it doesn't have a line, so normally the boat is empty. So I actually think it's fun when the water starts flying to move left and right and try to dodge it.
She thought it was funny. Some of them I didn't get into position quick enough, so. There we go. I was having fun. We're doing a whole video on it, so it'll eventually make it up on the In the Loop page, along with the roller coaster video, all that stuff we're doing this week. So.
Can't stand you.
Yeah. And evidently we're gonna put up the Pokemon Go video has to be the next video up. We're gonna put that up like boom, like that. It has to go up that night. Reese playing Pokemon Go at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
We all need to get on the same team and try to take over all gyms inside Busch Gardens.
We need to figure out how to switch teams. Both me and Red are yellow.
I'm yellow.
Yeah, yellow.
It's because everyone is on yellow. It's not even fair.
Yellow.
Please don't jump on the bandwagon and everyone pick yellow. It defeats the game. Pick your own team.
What? I picked yellow because I like yellow. From what I've heard, a lot of people are red. So.
You were just bitching about the fact that you hate being red because nobody's there. Now you're bitching because nobody's
That's
Can someone please tell me how to change my team?
Yeah, someone tell him how to change his team. While he's doing that, let's go check out another video. Who do we have next? Oh, Martin. Martin is a friend of mine I've known for a very long time, all the way back in the day of our Kalahari trips with the coaster crew. He has two different check-ins. One's from Utah. I believe it's his wife Cheryl getting off of the big roller coaster they built at Laguna. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head. The Cannibal coaster or Cannibal coaster. And another one is some type of foreign coaster. I'm not exactly sure where. It might be in Dubai. Randall could probably clarify. But I don't think it's the one that he's been on. So here we go. And I don't think we need to turn down our mics for this one. I think we could talk through this one because there's not any dialogue. So it's definitely an Intamin coaster. Randall, does it look familiar?
Yeah, that's their new. That's their new Flying Aces opened this year, which is one of 3 of their coasters that Ferrari World opened this year.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny because it's the same colors. Formula Rosa is all white track.
Now it's crazy because the theme park itself, it's stupid hot there, right? And there's like sandstorms and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So the coaster itself can be outside, but everything else happens inside because it's just stupid hot.
Right.
So that's why it comes out of the station right into the lift hill, or out of the building right into the lift hill, and then it goes back in.
Yeah. And it's the same with Formula Rosa. You load inside, and then it moves into its pre-launch stage, still covered, and then it launches out.
Why don't we have this much action going on with I-305?
Let's not forget that they put a building around Avalanche Run and turned it into disaster transport because sand was blowing on the track. Just to point that out.
Well, thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
That's that coaster, and then this. Here we go. There might be some dialogue here.
What do you think of Cannibal, Cheryl?
Excellent.
Awesome. Cannibal at Lagoon. Awesome ride.
All right, there you go. That is Martin. Now, Martin is like one of those crazy guys who has like 3,000 coaster credits or something stupid like that because he travels all of the time and he makes you super jealous. Martin would be good to have on the show. We need to get him on the show.
And Cheryl.
Yeah. They've been on In the Loop proper several times. So
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now that you say that.
There you go. So that's Martin checking in. We got some more videos. We got DJ. DJ is not doing his typical Larson Loopers.
Thank
God.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
I'm not at all.
He does say it, but he went to Florida, so he sent in a whole bunch of just random videos of him running around Florida like Fun Spot and stuff like that. So I think we should go check.
Dog 5 has been beating this horse to death since he started. Since the show started.
My favorite is he checks in from the airport. Is his check-in?
Nice.
So let's go check this out.
Here and I'm on the moving walkway ride at the airport, and these actually freak me out. But I'm off to Atlanta, so expect some videos from over there, and then I'll be in Orlando. Bye. Larson. Oh, and I forgot. Larson Loopers are live.
Thanks, right.
Here for In the Loop on air, and I just got off head rest 360. It's an SBS Visa 360 pendulum ride, and it was pretty good, but it didn't have as much income as a Larson Looper. So don't forget, Larson Loopers are live.
Thanks, right.
Jay here, and I am at Fun Spot America in Kissimmee again, technically in Old Town, and I just got off Drew, the intern's favorite ride, Paratrooper. I actually enjoyed it. It was my first Paratrooper, and I highly recommend coming out here for Fun Spot. The only thing this park is missing, of course, a Larson Looper. Don't forget, Larson Loopers are live.
I got to pause it right there. Hold on there. We're coming back to it because he has one more check-in. He went on the bad version of the paratroopers because there's two different versions. There's one that loads from the ground and then goes up into position, and then there's one that just stays in position all the time. It loads one seat at a time. That is the one that really whips you around, and it has a great. It's so much better. It's actually at the not the Kissimmee location. They have both of them have a paratroopers. The good one is at America. The bad one is at Kissimmee. All right.
I don't think I've ever bound those. Anyway.
Yep. Crazy, nuts. I love it. Kenny,
I went on one at a fair years ago, and it was the one that loads at the bottom and comes up, and it was horrible, absolutely terrible ride.
So much better if it just stays up the whole time. I don't know why, it's just so much faster. All right, back to DJ.
DJ here at Busch Gardens, Tampa, and I just got off Cobra's Curse. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but you know what's better? A Larson Looper. Larson Loopers are life. Larson
Loopers are life. That is DJ. Checking in from all over the state of Florida and maybe Atlanta. I'm not sure where the first one was, or not the airport, but the other one, the pendulum ride. If you want to shoot some videos, go ahead and shoot them. I'm super impressed with everybody's shooting ability this week because everybody's doing vertical video or horizontal video for us. None of that vertical crap. I love it. If you want to shoot it, shoot it. Upload it to Gmail, Google Drive, and then Gmail it to me at clintnovak@gmail.com. Right. So we're just flying through the videos now.
Yeah. Oh my God! Here we go in the loop on air. Yeah.
So I noticed this week. I not only run the In the Loop on air group, but I also run a King's Dominion season pass holders group, which is one of probably 76,000 groups based off of King's Dominion, and I just want to try my hand at running a group, and it's the season pass. Now, Reese, you got a little scuffle in there. You and Mr. Big.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to bring this up right on here. I like Danny. Danny Biggerstaff is a nice guy. I've met him at the park, and I think he's a nice guy. We got in a bit of a respectable debate inside that group. Again, nothing but respect for Danny. He just had a different opinion than me.
Yeah, and me. I think we were kind of on the same side, and Danny came in and he said that he doesn't like the shows at King's Dominion right now.
Yeah, so basically what happened is if you haven't been to King's Dominion this year, they're trying out something they've never done before, which is called the Summer Celebration Series, and basically they booked a few different acts that are going to be performing in the Peanut Showplace where All Wheel Sports was last year throughout the summer. So
now,
first,
I want to clarify, this is not King's Dominion putting on shows.
Yeah.
This is King's Dominion hiring outside companies to do shows for like 2 weeks at a time. So they have really nothing to do with the show other than the fact that they said, you know what, we want to have this show at the park, and they hired them.
And the first two shows they've done, which was the African Acrobats and the Shenanigans comedy show, are the kind of acts you would see at like a county fair. They're the kind of traveling acts with a portable set that can go from place to place and just kind of set up on a street corner and start going. More so, that was more so the Acrobats, but I would say Shenanigans as well.
Yeah, Shenanigans is definitely, and you can look them up on Facebook, Facebook.com/Shenanigans. And this is a show. This is my kind of show. It's silly. It was fun, and I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I had a chance to see it as many times as I did, and it's like 2-week run.
See, okay, I didn't like the Shenanigans comedy show, which is basically, excuse me, this like children's show about a sheriff and a deputy and this criminal called, what is it, Bad Bob.
Bad, bad, bad,
And-
bad.
The show consists of the cast making a lot of jokes, kind of like the jokes are okay.
Very-
They call each other, then they call each other stupid idiots like 5 times, and then they whop out these pistols that are overbearingly loud. They've got to have microphones on them to the point where the children in the audience are plugging their ears and running out.
Reese, these are real guns. These are not like props. They have actual guns with blank bullets in them. They are firing real revolvers. That's why they're loud.
Well, and it's probably echoing off the set.
They're real guns.
People on the Midway think there's a shooting happening. I mean, just kidding. That's not true.
There is a shooting happening.
It's literally.
Well, okay. Well, basically, after the what's been going on in the news lately with the police brutality and then the lone shooter in Dallas, I don't know if it was King's Dominion telling them to do this or if it was the shenanigans people saying we need to do this. They removed the guns from the show completely and turned it instead into. I didn't see it after the guns were removed. I mean, I don't know how it was different, but that was.
They took the guns out. Now, again, this show was 90% bad jokes, and probably 90% of the bad jokes were also created with guns. So it's like a big portion of the show was using the guns and doing all that. They turned it into a really bad Wild West magic show after.
What?
It shortened down by about 10 minutes. It was almost 30 minutes with the guns in it, and then they went down to about 15 minutes without the guns. So it shortened about in half almost. And it was sad to see that they had to make that decision. I agree with the decision. I probably think it's just poor timing, and they had to pull it. And I think that the actors were upset, not at the fact that they had to comply with it, but that this kind of stuff happens, and they're just trying to do their thing. And obviously, they have a show that's built around guns. It's in the name of the show. So. Danny felt otherwise, though he stood his ground and said that the park, if the park hired the show to do it, they should not change it. They should just do it. And Kings Dominion Busch Gardens are all guilty of doing this. When ISIS was beheading people, and they still are doing that. But when it was an issue, Busch Gardens got rid of all the severed heads in their haunt. King's Dominion got rid of their miner maze because people who had relatives who died in a mine were upset about it. So
now hold on. Now with both of those incidents, first off, with the severed heads being removed, no one was really upset about that. That was just an internal decision at Busch Gardens. Are like, this is happening. We need to be on top of this. Let's get rid of them.
I don't think people would have been walking around the haunted houses going, "That's in poor taste." I think they would have just. I don't think they would have realized one way or another. But the fact that the park did it, I think, made more news than if they would have just not done anything. And I don't think anything would have happened about it.
Yeah.
And what happened was they did it prematurely. They're like, this is going on. We need to remove it. Some of the coaster sites blew it up. They're like, they removed the severed heads, blah, 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 whatever. And then the news sites started picking it up as if people were being offended, and that's why they removed it. So it ended up completely blowing up in their face because it instead turned into Busch Gardens is insensitive to ISIS beheadings and are forced to remove heads because they're offending people. Instead, it was actually Busch Gardens going, ISIS is beheading people, we need to get rid of these heads. Yeah. So that whole thing was a disaster. And the miners' controversy, I don't think they got rid of Miners' Revenge because of that whole thing. I believe I heard that they got rid of it because of ADA requirements and that people in wheelchairs couldn't go through it and some other mess.
No, that's not true at all because people in wheelchairs...
It's the same path.
Yeah.
What? Well, from what I heard, they were going to reopen it the next year with a different name, and that they got in some kind of trouble, and that's why they just don't have a maze there at all anymore, is because it's not accommodating people in wheelchairs.
Obviously the press spun that differently because it was all about the the people complaining about the miners, all that. Now the part that I wanted to bring up though is what do you guys think of the King's Dominion shows? We all go to King's Dominion. We go all the time. Reese, you had a pretty strong opinion about Cirque.
Yeah, I mean, Cirque Imagine, or Imagine, however you want to say it. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've always said Circumagine. Okay, I think it's a pretty solid show. This is an outsourced show that has clearly been hired not by King's Dominion locally, but by Cedar Fair corporate, because it's playing at several of their shows right now, or at several of their parks right now, and I think it's a great show. So, in my opinion, I believe Cirque is one of the best, probably on par with Celtic Fire, for being the best show in Virginia. But when you look at it, or best theme park show in Virginia. But when if you're comparing it to Busch Gardens, Celtic Fire is a show that's produced and created in-house by the team at Busch Gardens, and Cirque Imagine is an outsourced show. So
the other thing you have to look at is they really lucked out when they did that show, because they haven't really gotten a show right since. So
that's true.
I'm just saying, we actually do a full review of the Busch Gardens shows, and we'll have that coming up in the next couple of weeks too. But it was crazy.
I don't think you can say the shows at King's Dominion are good because of Cirque. I don't think you can say that King's Dominion is like capable of creating impressive shows because of Cirque Imagine, because it was just they paid them and they come in and they built the set and they put on the show, and it was like an outside thing. But I mean, I think some of the other shows this year aren't even that bad. The Rock the Block nighttime show isn't half bad. I mean, it's not like amazing, but it's decent for what it is.
I would say that the Rock the Block show is better than Mix It Up at Busch Gardens.
Okay, I can see that.
All right. Glad we had this discussion.
Randall, Alyssa, anything to add?
I don't watch shows when I go to the parks. The only shows I go to are like Disney. I don't think it's like, to me, when I go to a park that like King's Dominion, it just doesn't. I can't imagine that their show is really good enough to go watch.
Cirque is really good. It's really good.
It's what I've heard, but I just feel like my time is so much better spent just like going on more rides. I don't know.
It's not better spent when it's 100 degrees outside and there's air conditioning.
Yeah, that's the only time. If it's like super hot or it's like raining or something, that's the only time I really go to shows.
Yeah.
So
I understand that.
Yeah.
We got breaking news here. Ariel saying in the chat room that she was just reading an article about Pokemon Go, which immediately says that this is true because it's on the internet, that the creators of the app can read your emails.
I don't think that's true. That sounds like BS.
Even if it is true, they're in for the most boring emails of their life.
Yeah, like
I more emails because that's all I use it for, pretty much.
You've got tracking through Amazon. You got a package being delivered. Okay, well let's go.
You know who else can read your emails? Google. And I believe I feel way worse about Google reading my emails than I do the Pokemon Company. What? What the hell does the Pokemon Company want with my emails? They can't do shit.
Okay, here it is. Here it is right now. I would trust my life to Google. So much so that Google is going to be the company that cures cancer. Google?
It's true.
I am dead serious.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Google is going to cure cancer
Quit.
for anybody else, and they are going to have the first self-driving cars, which they've already got going. They do shit just do shit because they got so much money. What? Randall, what do you want?
Tesla already has self-driving cars that are on the road.
It's so true. That is true.
Okay,
well, it's not really self-driving.
Tesla is the one that's killing people, though.
Yeah, Tesla has literally killed and had multiple accidents. I don't think Google has.
I would not trust my life to Tesla.
Yeah.
I will trust my life to Google.
Yeah.
Okay.
Google's got a better track record.
I've got an Android phone. Okay, I got an Android phone. The first time I realized Google was going to be my best friend through the rest of my life was when I booked a flight, like this, like 3 or 4 years ago. So it's not really impressive now, but I booked a flight. And like a few hours before my flight, it actually sent me a message saying that, it's time to check in for your flight. And I was like, well, how the hell did it even know I had a flight? And then it's like, oh, your flight is going to be delayed by 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm not even at the airport yet, and it knows I'm delayed already. And it's like, I see you're going to Minnesota, and your check-in for your hotel is going to be here. We recommend a steakhouse over here since you ate at a steakhouse 2 years ago. Well, And from that moment on, I was like, I just trust Google with everything because obviously they're reading my emails because they know everything that I did through
It's
email.
true. Dude, Google's great. They give you so many great tips.
Google will remind them to take the right day off.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, like, I take pictures at like a restaurant because I take pictures of all my food when I go to restaurants because it looks so pretty. And so now when I take pictures, it'll send me a little notification. It'll be like, "Do you want to post this on their website?" And I'm like, "No, but thanks for asking."
Creepy Google.
Yeah.
Randall, what is going on in your room over there? It's like some.
We can
I don't
see
know.
how
It's
much
your
you
fan.
Yeah. All right, we've got some more videos to get to. Google is going to cure.
Hold on. I want to follow up here. Okay, you're talking to the guy who is like the polar opposite because everything I have is Apple.
So you're going to die first because Google save all of us. Google is God, okay?
Or you could do like me. On mine, I have Gmail, and I also use Google Maps on my iPhone.
I use iCloud email and Apple Maps.
So you are.
Oh well.
You're just gonna get lost.
I don't know. I have had no problems with Apple Maps.
First of all, Android phones are going to be able to predict when the weather is going to turn. It's also going to have the arc ready for us, and it's just going to come around and pick us up house to house. And Apple fans are going to be swimming in the middle of the polar ice caps or whatever. Well, we're just sitting on our Wall-E cruise ship in the middle of space, just getting fat. It's going to be
wow.
The rain's gonna start in 5 minutes. Do you want to take a picture and post it on Yelp?
Get ready, we're coming to pick you up.
If you're posting on Yelp, you're probably calling Clint Novak a racist.
Yeah.
Reverse racism. It's reverse racism. All right.
Alyssa and everyone watching has no idea what just happened.
No.
No idea.
Else has no clue. All right. We got some more videos to get to, and we got 8 minutes to get to them. We spent way too much time talking about Google and saving cancer. There's one thing. Saving cancer, getting rid of cancer, saving all of our lives. One thing I want to get to, and this is a crazy fact that I read in like the paper like a year ago, and it said one thing that you can think that is a fact that's going to blow your mind is the fact that a child born today will probably never have to drive a car. So they're predicting by the time that they turn 16 years from now, cars are going to be to the point where we don't actually drive them the way we do today.
I agree with what you're saying in that.
No.
I think 16 years from today, self-driving cars will be more than commercial. It'll be like if you're buying a new car, it'll be standard that it's self-driving, that it has a self-driving feature. But I think there will still be regular cars on the road, and I think you'll still be able to purchase a regular car.
You'll be able to purchase a regular car, but somebody at the age of 16 or as they grow up, they're not going to be. They're going to in their life, they're going to look at driving a car as something stupid. It's like riding a bike. That's stupid. Kids nowadays are busy on cell phones and stuff like that. They don't do what we do. My kid, I'm way older than you guys, so my adventures as a child are way different than your adventures of a child. I could go wherever I wanted when I was a kid, as long as I was home before dinner. My parents didn't care. They go as far as you want, as long as you're back by dinner. That was their rule. So. Much different today, but I think that kids are going to see driving cars as obsolete. It's kind of like watching Back to the Future 2. How they like the video games that use hands is just stupid. That kind of stuff. So, anyways, Google's going to cure cancer. Let's go to more videos.
All right.
We did DJ Josh. Josh has a check-in from Dollywood. Let's go check in with him.
What's up in the loop on air? It's Josh, and today I'm here at Dollywood, home to many great roller coasters. So let's go check them out. Thunderhead, by far the best wooden roller coaster I've ever ridden. The backseat is awesome. The mix between ejector and floater airtime is insane. I highly recommend this ride. Wild Eagle, the first of the 4 U.S. wing coasters, and probably the worst of the 4. Still a good ride, though. Blazing Fury. This ride is nothing more than another coaster credit. Tennessee Tornado. This Shilky design coaster is by far the best aero coaster I've ever ridden. Fire Chaser Express. Really fun family coaster. I love the backwards part. Mystery Mine. This Gershler is just kind of, whatever. Lightning Rod. The brand new RMC, and I don't think I'm going to get to ride it. It's our last day at the park, and we have to leave in a couple hours. They said it might be open tonight, probably tomorrow. So, unfortunately, I don't get to ride it. No report on it, but I got to see it, so that's pretty cool. All right, so that's all I have for you today from Dollywood. I highly recommend this park, even though Lightning Rod was broken. I still had a great time. Tell you what, if you come, you definitely have to get the cinnamon bread, and the chicken sandwiches by Lightning Rod are amazing. Definitely a park worth coming to. What's up in the loop on air? It's Josh, and today I'm here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee at Goats on the Roof, and I just rode the Goat Coaster. This is, well, I'd never ridden an alpine coaster before. It's my first alpine coaster ever, and I loved it. I went twice, and you get some great speeds, and it's if you don't brake, it can get really intense. So it's an awesome ride. I definitely recommend you come here and check it out. They also have some goats here, and some of them are on the roof. Kind of neat.
And that is Josh checking in from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, showing off some of the stuff they got there.
All right, hold on, Josh. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's too bad that Lightning Rod's still having trouble.
Yeah, that's
it's down again. Like me and Legend are going down there in like 2 weeks, and we're contemplating bumping the trip.
Yeah.
It's down again. So,
what I want to say to Josh is that Josh called Blazing Fury just another coaster credit. I will have you know Blazing Fury is my favorite attraction of all time. It is the best ride I've ever been on. So I'm highly offended you would say that about Blazing Fury. Blazing Fury is an incredible ride. I really like the I've got a week back part. And if you go to Dollywood, I rode Blazing Fury 5 times in one day while I was at Dollywood. So Blazing Fury is amazing. And Josh, if that's even your real name, way to go. That's all I have to say.
I did not get to ride Tennessee Tornado because the time I was there, it was broken every time we went to it.
That's a bummer.
Also, I'm also going to Dollywood this month. I consider going with Clint, but I was told I couldn't because they're going to get super drunk. So I am going separately with some other friends.
Yeah, some other friends.
With some other friends who are excited to go with me, Clint. So I'll be riding Lightning Rod.
To Busch Gardens on Wednesday. I mean, it's not like I don't like hanging out with you. It's probably inappropriate to take you to Gatlinburg while everybody's going to be wasted.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Kind of, not really. But okay, I'll go with that. I'll go with that for the show.
Okay. That trip might be canceled, Reese. So I might be looking to go somewhere else and not get drunk because I don't drink. So, all right. What we need to do is we need to find a time where we can all go to King's Dominion.
Yeah. Yo, I'm off Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays.
The only reason why I bring that up is because Jason just text messaged me saying, hey, you need to get this going so I can come down and see you guys.
See his boo.
Yeah.
See his boo.
I will be at King's Dominion this Saturday for an employment event, so...
You said you have Fridays off, Alyssa?
I get off early on Friday, so yeah, I'm off at noon. So.
Oh, noon. Okay, that's not bad. We can make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
I don't know the next time I have a Friday off, but we can. But I can't do Saturdays. I know that.
Friday it is.
Sundays are a possibility.
Or Sunday.
Yeah. All right. We got more videos, and we got 1 minute to do it. Go. We've got. Let's see here. Crystal checking in from All for One. Let's go check that out.
Hey, what's happening in the Luke fans? My name is Crystal here, along with Tim. We just saw the All for One show here at Busch Gardens, Williamsport.
Great show. You need to come see it.
Just like he said, is an amazingly, wonderfully spectacular stunt show.
Full of action, exciting, and adventure.
Yes. And a few surprises at the end. If you're familiar with the Disney version of the Three Musketeers, years. There are a few references in there. It was very much well worth the reserve seat and the drive down here. Unfortunately, there's a storm coming in the area, so glad we got the early show, and we also got to ride for Bolton at least twice that we missed out on this past Sunday when we were here at the park. So if you're nearby and visiting Busch Gardens, see All for One. You will not regret it.
And
all right?
one for all.
All for one?
And one for all.
That's Birdman and Crystal checking in from. We tried to go see it.
We tried.
And we even stayed all day because they do the show at close. So they close at 9 o'clock. The show's at 9 o'clock, and at 8:45 they told us they were not doing the show. And I have to say we were really upset about it because it wasn't raining, and it didn't seem like the rain was going to be approaching the area in the time frame that they were talking about. And I think they could have still pulled off the show, but I think they did more of a there's nobody in the park kind of thing.
There were plenty of people in the park.
I don't know. I don't know what their thought process was behind it, but they didn't do the show, and it upset me. So.
Yeah, I know. You actually were giving a frontline employee a hard time.
I know.
I was like, dude.
I never. I was very tongue-in-cheek. I went up there and I was like, come on, give us the real.
Busch Gardens is horrible about notifying people when the shows are canceled. It's absolutely one of the worst parts of that park because they don't tell anyone until 5 minutes before the show is supposed to start.
Well, but can you blame them? They don't want to make a call like 30 minutes before the show's supposed to start.
Yeah,
then
that's true.
Nothing happens.
I do want to say that Christopher is in the chat room, and we got a chance to hang out with Chris, and he's going to be a part of our flat rides video that we did for Kings Dominion. So,
Oh, cool.
he was like our what do we call it, a Katie historian. He knew like everything about the place.
Oh, you should have like a Kings Dominion history show.
Yeah, it's the facts that he was. We had a fact about every flat ride there. There was something.
That's awesome.
We had about every flat ride there, and we did every flat ride. Not only flat rides, we did every attraction. So it was crazy. All right, we are now over. We're into our Pokemon time now, so we got to finish this up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Let's get out of here. Connor is checking in from Carowinds. Let's go check in and see what Connor has to say about Carowinds.
What's up, everyone? Connor checking in from Carowinds. Had a great day today at the park. Fury 325 was my 100 coaster and my now favorite coaster. Great ride. This front entrance is just gorgeous. Way better than Kingsman. Sorry, Clint. It's my home park, Katie, but this park's amazing. I love this park. This might even be better than Cedar Point. Yeah, I just summarize. Great park, and don't forget about Fury 325.
Love the show.
Love the show. That's Connor checking in from Carowinds, showing off 325, Fury 325. Last video we have is from Braden checking in from La Ronde in Canada, showing off, I believe it's Labatt or something like La Vampire, or El Vampire, and it's a stock coaster. So I believe we could talk during this one because there's no dialogue here. This is the only fail of the week. We had him film the wrong way on the camera here, but and that flips it the wrong way for us. There you go. But this is a B&M inverted coaster that is going backwards, and I think it looks somewhat similar to the old Batman roller coasters.
Yeah, it looks like a clone.
Yeah, and La Ronde used to be a Six Flags park, right?
It still
is a Six Flags park.
Yeah.
There you go. It is the Batman coaster then, La Vampire. Have any of you guys done the B&M backwards coasters?
I have not.
Mm-mm.
I have.
Randall, how are they?
It's rough. It's a ride that's not designed to do that. So when you force it to do it, it's kind of rough. I mean, but it's okay. I mean, it's a different feeling, but rough.
I mean, I feel like part of the enjoyment of a coaster is like, 'cause I love front row, so I feel like it kind of just makes it worse because then you do back row to kind of see the track, but then it's like all bumpy in the back. So.
Yeah, well, they have to remove a row when they turn it backwards, so it's only 7 rows.
Why do they have to do that?
I honestly have no idea.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's an interesting fact.
Fact!
Yeah.
Oh my God, the flat ride video from King's Dominion is going to be the greatest drinking game for anyone who is over 21, which I don't think any of our fan base is. If they're over 21 years old in the chat room, I want you to put your hands up or something.
I don't think anyone who watches this show is over 13, so I think we're probably good.
Poor Ariel.
I think there's a lot more than I thought, honestly.
All right. Randall put his hand up.
Oh, that's a cute little emoji.
How long did it take you to find that?
Not very long. You click on the happy face and scroll down, and there it was.
There it is.
Ariel is calling out Randall's facts.
What?
He says that Great Adventure, they didn't take off a row.
Wait a minute, is Tom saying he's 50? Ariel is 26 in 2 weeks. See, we've got some people who are 12. Hey, I'm 50. Kevin Scoop, the town drunk, the coaster crew drunk. We have way more a 44-year-old. There we go. And ashamed. You should be, man. Ashamed. Shame.
I'm drinking now.
Everyone's throwing out their age at this point.
Oh, man. All right. Gavin is 16, isn't he?
He graduated high
Might as
school
well
this
be.
year.
Oh, 15, he's 14 or something. I don't know. He's way young. Way young.
Wow.
He's like 18 or 19. I'm 19. I don't think I think he's 1 year younger than me. I think he's 18.
To be young again.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Ann! Ann is in the chat room. She had a chance to go to, what was it, Adventure Park USA and watch some fireworks this week. I was jelly that they got
3D.
Whoa! Clint, you're trying to be way too hip here. Come on.
Dead ass.
I was
Dead ass. Dead ass.
I was jelly. The new word is savage. You got to call everybody savage.
Oh,
Clint Novak is a
Savage?
savage. That's what everybody.
That's an old word.
That's what the kids say these days. Savage.
Savage. I'm
No.
never going to be a kid again. All right. That does it for the show this week. We're going to go out and play Pokemon Go. Don't worry, we got plenty of videos coming from Busch Gardens, King's Dominion. We've been very, very all-over produced videos. It's going to be nuts. So look forward to those on In the Loop proper. All right, so we need to get out of here, but we need to find a date where we're going to do some amusement park for the 4 of us and have some fun with that.
Friday. Let's do it. Or next Friday.
I have to work on Friday.
I have to check my calendar.
Next Friday.
You know
Yeah!
What,
Woo!
you know what we're going to do? Alyssa, meet us at the Eiffel Tower at 2 o'clock. And then none of us are going to be there, and Jason's just going to be there with a big bouquet of flowers.
Oh, I thought you guys were just going to say, like, no one's going to show up and you're just going to be standing there. And I'd be like, that would be so mean.
It's Jason's dream proposal. You know, we're going to have to, it's going to be all hyped up and everything.
Okay, everybody knows if there was any proposal, first of all, both of us love Disney way more than any Cedar Fair park. So it would be in front of the castle. And if he really knew me, it'd actually be in front of Spaceship Earth because I love Epcot.
Whoa.
Well, he just was there for like 47 days.
I was literally like messaging him the whole time. I was so jealous.
I asked him what the hell he was doing down there. He was in a part of some kind of a tour. I don't even know what it was. I snapped him asking what it was, and he ignored me. He didn't even
Can I just say
respond.
how much I appreciated his Universal snaps?
Oh, they were terrible. It was
He was just like ragging on Universal for like literally the whole day, and I couldn't have appreciated it anymore.
But look how much of his money they got. How many butterbeers did he buy?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 4. Was it 4? I think it was 4.
I think so, something like that, yeah.
Universal, you know what the Universal CEO was saying at that point? Now that's good humor. All right, guys, that does it for the show. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you guys on the midway. See ya.
Shout out to my boy.
See ya.